Hello and welcome back to Wild Metal Country. Sorry it's been a long time, but things have been rather hectic. But now I have no responsibilities whatsoever, so with a bit of luck, I'll be releasing a lot more videos in the near future. You may notice I sound a little bit nicer. This is because I got a new headset for my birthday, and it seems, hopefully, like I won't have to keep boosting the sound, which means you won't get as much noise, and I should be much clearer. It's been a long time since I last looked at this game, by the way, so my apologies if I'm a little bit out of it. Hippos being impossible to kill, that's normal, that's as it should be. I'm happy with this. The fact that I'm missing it, however, is not quite so acceptable. Come on. Come on, die. Die for me! Thank you. Now, you can already see a power core on the HUD up there in the... oh, it's now on the mid-right. Get rid of this bat before it calls in something nasty, although I dare say I'm already too late. Get down here. Come on. Oh, there we go. Die, please. Thank you. Now, another thing, you will notice that this is not the level that I left you on last episode. This is because, after a rather nasty virus attack, I had to completely reinstall Windows, and although I managed to save some stuff from my previous install of Windows, that video was not in it. So this was the next thing I had recorded. I apologise for that, but I don't want to go back now. This LP has been such a mess, and I apologise for that, but Now, again, because I lost everything, or nearly everything, I'm not sure whether this recording is after I had to rebalance everything again, or before. And although I did everything in my power to make the balancing the same on the whole, some things were changed quite significantly the next time I came back to balancing. After a while, it should be possible to work out whether this was before or after rebalancing everything again. See, Bull is a good test subject. Yes, there we go. You see how that bouncer detonated some distance from my tank? That's probably one of the biggest rebalances I made, giving the bouncer quite a large proximity radius, simply because Bulls had a tendency to just miss horribly, and 9 times out of 10 be completely useless. Except when they were red, of course, but, you know, they suck either way. So now the bouncer has the same damage, the same blast radius, but a much larger proximity detonation radius, meaning it will explode some distance from the target. This means it does slightly less damage overall, but is much easier to hit with. Now that I know what version of my modifications this is, I can also say that almost every tank had its weight increased significantly. Rhino, Manta, Bulldog, and all of the heavy or medium enemy tanks, like Buffalo, Bull, and so on. This was to remedy stability problems and prevent any direct hits from instantly knocking over the target. I'm still not sure whether this was a good plan, and I may revert it, because particularly with Bulldog, it seems like the game's physics engine doesn't deal too well with high mass. It seems to work okay so far, and there are far less frustrating tumbles. But again, I will have to wait and see how that turns out. That Buffalo is being a massive jerk. Stop! You can't hit me. I'm a Nuki. Actually, that's quite close. Probably better to do it. Ow! You suck. Should die pretty shortly. There we go. Now, up ahead, I think our two hyenas guarding the power core. They should be less of an issue. Here we go with the bouncer. Again, you see how it doesn't do a huge amount of damage on a hit now, but it detonates some distance away, and it's still nice for splashing large numbers of enemies. On the one hand, I kind of like it because it means just bulls are a bit harder to evade completely. On the other hand, it means that if you're stupid enough to get hit by a bull, or rather if I'm stupid enough to get hit by a bull, because of course you won't be playing the same balance as I am, then it really, really hurts. Except it doesn't, because they explode some distance away from me. Oh, this is a nice opportunity. Big Bang is still as amazing as ever. That was pretty much direct hit, wasn't it? Although that guy just doesn't care, does he? And you're dead. And you're dead. Or not. No. Die, please. Thank you. And okay, I'm going to use bounces on them. It's a bit of a waste of ammo, but this level isn't too terribly hard. I don't feel massively threatened by the enemies here. Boink. Boink. Ow. Yeah, these guys still hurt. Okay, he missed completely that time. That's a wall. Weapon balance wise, apart from that change to the bouncer, I slightly increased the sprinkler splash radius, just so that you get a little bit more damage out of those near misses that it tends to make with the large proximity radius. What else? I reduced the proximity radius on the standard shell, mostly just to test whether that actually made any difference. It already had a fairly small radius, but I don't know, I don't want my bullets detonating some distance away from the targets unless they're specifically designed to do so. So whether that makes a difference or not has yet to be seen. Now I'd go back for that blue power core. Yoink. And onwards. I don't remember whether there are more eagles around here, but I should probably kill that bat just in case. Now, here I make quite the mistake in getting greedy with my nuclear armaments. This is not a difficult base to get into at all, but I like explosions, so I wasted my last nuke on a lot of pretty easy enemies. Now, there was a trick I wanted to show you with an enemy later in this level that involved the nuke, but now I can't. Hey, I'm gonna completely ignore you. Maybe these guys need a buff again, because I shouldn't be able to do that. Right in the face. Go away, lemmings. Nobody likes you. Okay, you're getting a bit close. Gonna deal with you now. It's quite nice to be doing this again. It's surprising how therapeutic speaking to disembodied people through a microphone can be. This is quite enjoyable. I should do it more often, shouldn't I? Okay, let's see if I can get that tower without the lemming chasing me down. That was a very fast follow-up shot. Oh, the lemming chased me down. Time to run. Just want to point out, I would be so absolutely overjoyed if Rockstar would make maybe not a sequel, but a remake to this game, or it's a complete redo. There are not enough games like this in the current market, so I have to make do with graphics that were dated when the game was new. And although I still greatly enjoy this game, if it looked nice, that would be a wonderful bonus. Where am I going now? Well, I need more bullets. I do really like Roadrunner for these icy levels though. Makes it much easier to handle these icy plains. In a tracked vehicle you'd be sliding around all over the place. It would get very messy and bad times would be had by all. Come on, you know you can get it there. That 80-degree cliff. You can climb that, no problem. Get him? I think so. Depth perception at this sort of range is not easy to... Oh, there we go. I guess I was getting him because he's on fire. And now he's gonna come straight at me anyway. Because balls are stupid. Another ball, just as stupid as the last one. I've still not quite worked out whether the AI leads while taking into account the changes I made to balance, or whether it leads according to what the balance was before I started fiddling with it. I think it uses the current projectile characteristics, I hope, or else I would have been unnecessarily gimping the AI, but I'm not sure. Something I was considering while rebalancing. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference if you're reasonably static, but when you move around a lot like you need to do in this game to succeed, making the AI more inaccurate than it already is probably not a good plan. Just putting that out there. Oh hey, it's a hawk. Ow. It stung a little. I think I do need to rebalance those guys again though. Their gun still isn't quite as dangerous as it probably should be. Every time I meet one I'm like, well, are you gonna kill me now? And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna try. And it's like, nope, I can't kill you. And then they run away because for some reason they think they have a stupidly long reload when really they don't. I mean, seriously, that thing looks like a freaking missile battery or something, but they're never really that dangerous. I think they look really cool, but just not threatening at all. I don't like it. But I can't think of what to do except just making their weapon stupidly good, because I mean their handling characteristics are pretty great already. Their armor's not bad, I think slightly lighter than the ball, but they're much faster and more maneuverable, so game balance. I don't really know what to do with them. I think their AI just makes them useless. So unless I give them ridiculously huge damage per shot on that weapon, because they only ever hit once or twice, even in that 6-round burst, I just don't know. Also, you see those grey triangles at the top of the screen. Do you know what that means? That means we have a boss fight coming up. And that means more awesome boss fight music, because the game doesn't provide us with it itself. I'll come back up here. There's the boss. Now, the first time I saw this, and until very recently, I thought, hey, that's a cool base. Why are there no more bases like that in the rest of the game? Well, as you may guess from the name of the level, that being Warship, that's actually a boat that was in this frozen lake when it was not frozen, and then became embedded in the ice. How fucking awesome is that? And I never noticed until very recently. Now this, I haven't tweaked it at all because I cannot find its stats. It's currently a bit of a pushover. It can be extremely devastating, don't get me wrong, but of all the bosses, it's probably the easiest one. Particularly if you do this, although I'm wasting a huge amount of ammo. I'm not sure if it's like nearly immune to drifters, or I'm just aiming really badly here, but it seems extremely difficult to get the shot to actually you know, split. Get out of here, Hawk. Nobody likes you. Now, the way you would normally get at this boss is from one of the sides down some canyons. But because Roadrunner is so stupidly good at climbing, this is an excellent place to bombard it without it knowing you're here. Now, what I wanted to show you with the nuke was the fact that you can pretty much take out these two turrets just by firing the nukes at it, the Big Bang. Now, in vanilla you would require, I think, all 3 Big Bangs to hit directly between the turrets to kill them. But under my balance, I think it's 1 to get them burning. You see, it just doesn't detonate at all. It's bizarre. It's a direct hit, still nothing happens. I think they may be immune to it because it is their weapon. And it really fucking hurts. Like, really, really hurts. This is why Roadrunner is by far the best vehicle for this mission, because you have perfect control on this ice and can evade the bullets relatively easily. Cheetah is an extremely poor choice for this, as is Rhino, because it's not very maneuverable, and Manta, because it's got such a large hull. Probably the only other player tank really usable for this fight is Bulldog, because of its excellent traction, small size, and good maneuverability. All of them work, of course. You can win with any of them. It's just Roadrunner makes this so much easier. Anyway, that's pretty much neutered this boss at this point. It's not that difficult. There is 1 more turret to kill, but you don't really need to. I'm going to, just for completion's sake. But it's not necessary. Also, this thing makes the annoying noise. You can destroy it. There we go. Shut up, please. So yeah, this boss had a really cool concept, but it wasn't very interesting to fight. It's much more hectic if you don't use Roadrunner and come in from the actual entrances, but it's still more or less a pushover, regardless of what you do with regards to engaging it. It can very easily kill you, just with those low-flying drifters smacking you right in the face. But apart from that, apart from its ability to nearly one-shot you, it's really not a hard boss. It's much easier than the Minotaur because it can't chase you around. You can choose your engagements. You can run away to regenerate your health with a helicopter or something. And as you can see, even right up in its face, this thing isn't a threat to me at all. This turret. So that's the boss of the Tundra Planet. That's all the power cores. And now make my way back to a base so I can move on to the next planet. After I clear up the last few enemies, which are over this way. I mean, you can kind of see that the front of this thing is shaped like it is a boat. But I just didn't realize. I mean, it's hard to tell. But yeah, again, would love to see this game with nice graphics and a bit more polish, because it feels like a tech demo. An extremely cool tech demo, but it feels like one. And I'm not sure what it would be demonstrating though. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this genre isn't very popular. Just cleaning up. You dead? You're not dead. Die, please. Still not dead? Thank you. Time to get some more ammo since I wasted so much of it on the boss, and I get a big bang. Bit late now. Yeah, it's I have been getting a lot of, well, not a lot, but a surprising number of comments fairly lately, and I'm grateful for the interest that people have been putting into these videos. I didn't think I would get anything at all, to be honest. I mean, it's not a well-known game. I'm not a great Let's Player. Yeah, thanks everybody who's commented, particularly people who've given feedback on stuff that I've been trying with the videos, and also one player who also got into modding the game, who it seems like went for a slightly less balanced approach than I did, but also discovered some interesting quirks, it would seem, of the engine. And once I'm done with the Let's Play, I think I will experiment with aforementioned quirks and see what crazy stuff I can come up with. So thank you for that suggestion. I'll just show your name in the video because I'm afraid I can't remember it right now. And see you next video.